Hello everyone, welcome to another video by ESL Fluency. In this video, we are going to write an essay, IELTS Writing Task 2, from planning to the final step, editing. I'm going to think out loud so that you hear my thinking process and see how I come up with my ideas. So here is the task we are going to write about. When choosing a job, the salary is the most important consideration. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Well, as you can see, this is an opinion essay. If you have read the guides on our website, you already know that I recommend going through 4 steps when writing a task. The first step is read and fully understand what the task wants you to do. If you just take a quick look and then start writing, chances are you're going to go off topic and lose points. So first, read it and underline or highlight the keywords. In this particular task, in my opinion, these are the keywords. Choosing a job, salary, the most important, to what extent, okay, this is very important, okay, and agree or disagree. All right. So for this particular task, I can completely agree, completely disagree, or have a balanced view. If you are not sure what balanced view is, keep watching because that's going to be my position in this essay. That said, you need to be very careful not to be vague because if you don't use this approach, the balanced approach, well, your position might not be clear throughout, which is not a good thing at all in IELTS writing. Now that I fully understand the task, the second step is to plan. Many students skip this part because they say, I don't have enough time. But if you don't plan before writing and rush into drafting, it will be difficult to produce a high-scoring essay. Even examiners need to plan before writing. That's how important this step is. So, to make an effective plan, which includes your main and supporting ideas, you'll need around 10 minutes. Try not to go over 10 minutes so that you have enough time at the end to review your work. If you need more time at first to plan thoroughly, you should practice planning a lot to speed up. First things first, what is my position? What is my answer? Well, I can't deny the importance of money. Without it, we can't even fulfill our basic needs. But does it mean I should choose a high-paying job that has a terrible work environment? I wouldn't do that. So money is important to me, but job satisfaction is also equally important. This is my position. It's not off topic, it answers the question clearly, and I think it will be easier for me to develop my essay this way. But you can also completely agree or disagree with this statement. No problem. Okay, so let's write it. Money is, okay, let's be clear about this. Position. By the way, this is the plan, it's not the essay. So it's not going to look like a paragraph or something. All right, position. Money is important, but job satisfaction is equally important. Okay, we're going to change things around later. All right. Now that I'm clear about my position, I need 2 body paragraphs to develop the essay here. Each body paragraph needs 1 main idea and the support. So based on my position, first I need to talk about why I think money is important. So let's come up with the big picture of the paragraph first. We need money to address our fundamental needs. So let's write it down in our plan. BP1, body paragraph 1, first body paragraph. Financial resources for fundamental needs. All right. Okay, as you can see, it's not a full sentence because this is a plan, not an actual essay. So I'm going to use words, phrases, and signs like arrows or columns to make the connection between my points clear. Later on, I'm going to use all that to start writing my essay. All right, fundamental needs. It's a bit general, don't you think? So, what are the specific needs that I'm talking about? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is, or are, fundamental needs. Okay, for example, food, um, housing, education, and clothing. All right. Okay, yes, these all need money. As far as I know, okay, we all need money to fulfill these needs. All right. So, what happens if we cannot fulfill these needs? We put ourselves and everyone in our family in danger, right? But danger is a general term too. What kind of danger? Here is where I need a specific example. Instead of explaining, I can just come up with a specific situation to make things clear. So, what is the first picture that comes to my mind when I think about this kind of situation? Well, a family with children comes to my mind. If parents don't earn enough money, they can't afford nutrient rich food like fresh fruits, which are also expensive. If parents don't earn enough money, they can't afford nutrient rich food, which are also expensive, like fruits, right? And they can't afford to send their kids to good schools. As far as I know, in most countries, good schools are also expensive. So let's write this down. All right. So low paying job, okay, leads to not fulfill, okay, basic needs plus, all right, put family in danger. Okay, and the example is family with children. Family with children. Okay, what do I mean by that? If parents don't earn enough money, it leads to, okay, can't afford nutrient rich food, for example, fresh fresh fruits, and also expensive because we're talking about money here. Okay. And plus, no good schools. All right. Okay, yes. So this is my example. I think this will make things clear. Is it good so far? Let me take a look. All right. Now that I look at the example, I think there is a small piece missing here. Why do the parents choose low-paying jobs? We are talking about choice here, right? That's why we highlighted choosing a job. So I need to mention this as well. So where should I put it? All right, if parents, okay, let's put it here. Okay. Choose, for example, an example of a low-paying job is, okay, the first thing that comes to my mind is part-time freelance jobs. All right, why? Stay with kids, okay. To spend more time with kids. Okay, where does it lead? Don't earn enough money, can't afford nutrient rich. Okay, yes. This makes it even clearer. Okay, so I have my topic, sentence, explanation, and example. Now it's just time to make a point. All right. Okay, here, as you can see, planning made it possible for me to see the missing item. And highlighting the keywords helped me find it easily. Now, I need to come up with my final conclusion for this body paragraph. So this is why some people think salary should come first, right? All right. So conclusion is high salary, okay, backbone of a balanced life. Okay, our first body paragraph is done. Of course, only its plan is done. We haven't written it yet, but it won't take us much time drafting the essay because we now know everything we are supposed to write. Now we are going to repeat this idea generation process for the second body paragraph, which is about why I think job satisfaction is equally important. I think a poor workplace condition with slim prospects for personal growth harms workers as much as a low-paying job does. Let's write it down, okay. BP 2 workplace with poor conditions or slim prospects for growth. All right. Low paying job harms people. Okay, the way it does. Okay, we're going to prove this. So in the rest of this body paragraph, I'm going to prove this claim. What is the best way to do this? Well, in my opinion, I can just talk about a talented person that works in such an environment and what psychological damages she experiences. So again, the health of that individual will be in danger. So let's write it down. Example, young graduates. Let's go with young graduates. Young graduate. A young graduate joins a large firm. Okay, good money comes with it, a large firm. But the employees smear one another, okay? Give each other a bad name or something like that. Okay, so in that situation, what can she do? Okay, usually some people just hide their talents, hide her talent, so that to avoid being the victim of someone else's lie. Okay, her talent, to avoid being a victim of somebody's lies. All right. Okay, and where does it lead? Okay, what happens in that situation? You have to hide your talent because you are afraid of other people giving you a bad name or something. All right, you get stressed out and frustrated because you can't show your abilities. So eventually this leads you to be depressed, or in some serious cases, clinically depressed. The most serious one. All right, because of all, okay, why? Because of all the frustration and stress. Because of all the frustration and stress, she becomes, unfortunately, clinically depressed. All right, but let's talk about, but we can show what would happen if she had chosen a job with a decent salary and also a better environment. What would happen there? All right. Okay, but decent salary and cooperative environment leads to stress-free life. Okay, yes, stress-free life. And also she can grow faster because it's a cooperative environment, so there's job satisfaction, and she can grow faster, okay, in that, because of all the help she gets from the others. Faster growth. Help. Okay, so I write it in parentheses so that I later remember to write, okay, because of all the help she receives from her colleagues. All right, so here is our second paragraph, okay, mostly done, but we need to make a final point. So job satisfaction is equally important as good salary, or if job satisfaction and good salary are equally important, we consider them equally. All right, where does it lead? Healthy and fulfilling life. Healthy and fulfilling life. All right. Okay. Our planning is done. Our second body paragraph is also done. Now, in the conclusion, we only need to summarize our points and wrap it up. That's it. So let's start writing our essay, and you'll see how fast we can complete the essay with a good plan. So right now, I'm going to pause this video to transfer my plan on a piece of paper because I don't want to scroll up and down to just while writing the essay. Besides, you are not going to plan on computer in the exam anyway. You will be given a piece of paper to just plan it. All right, now the plan is in front of me on a piece of paper. What I'm going to do is take a look at it and write the sentence. Now I'm not going to think about ideas. My mind is now free for other things: vocabulary, grammar, and cohesion and coherence. I am already done with task response and a small part of cohesion and coherence. Now, the introduction. First, I need to introduce the topic of the essay by simply paraphrasing the statement. Next, I'll have to write my thesis statement that summarizes the main ideas and outlines my body section. All right, let's just put it here. Okay. When choosing a job, the salary is the most important consideration. Well, here we're referring to the factors that affect a person's career move, right? So, all right. There are different factors people consider when making a career move, and the size of the salary all right, is considered to be the most important one. While I agree that earning enough money is essential to lead a comfortable life. I don't want to address our fundamental needs, all right, basic needs or something, because I have talked about this. Okay, I will talk about this in the body paragraph. Okay, live. I also believe that there is another factor that is of equal importance. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see. Is the topic of the essay clear? All right, yes. And to what extent do you agree or disagree? Did I answer this question? Did I outline my body paragraphs while I agree? Yes, everything is clear. My position is clear. The outline is also clear. So let's continue with our first body paragraph. Okay, I'm going to talk about one view and then introduce another one that is not the same, actually. So on the one hand, people. Okay, while I'm writing this, I'm just taking a look at the plan that I have handwritten. It's just in front of me on a piece of paper. I'm just taking a look at it, writing and deciding on my sentence and moving on. I'm not thinking about new ideas. All right, people need enough financial resources to address their fundamental needs. All right, okay, financial. Okay, yes, it's a dictation mistake. Okay, usually in the exam you don't have this luxury. There is no editing mechanism, or the application won't show the mistake or dictation mistakes that you make. But it's normal, okay, even for someone who has been writing all his life. It happens from time to time. We sometimes make spelling mistakes. That's why the final step is editing. 5 minutes, about 5 minutes, to just read your whole task, entire task, to just spot these spelling mistakes and get rid of them. All right? Okay. Let's move on. All right. These include, okay, food, I don't know, education. Okay, yes. These include or these necessities. Okay, let's go with this one. These necessities include food, housing, education, and clothing. Okay, all of which require money. Okay, this is important. All right, next one. Okay, if people opted for low paying jobs for some reason. Okay, I don't need to be specific, because there are a variety of reasons why people opt for low-paying job. In my example, I just show one of the reasons. So here I don't need to be specific, but okay, in the example it's going to be clear enough. For some reason, okay, yes, it's not the end of the sentence. They would most probably, what will happen? Okay, what would happen? They would most probably not be able to fulfill such needs. Right, okay, I don't want to repeat that. Okay, such needs, it's a good referencing. Such needs, and therefore, okay, therefore what happens? Therefore put themselves and their family members. Let's go with family members. Family members in danger. All right, here we said danger is not specific enough, so we start our example. For instance, in a family with children, the parents might choose to work as part-time. Okay, part-time freelance. Part-time freelancers or part-time. Okay, let's go with part-time freelancers. As part-time freelancers. Why? To stay with kids, so that, okay, so that they spend more time with to spend more time with their children. to spend more time with their children. All right, here I don't want to sound like I'm against spending time with children. Okay, so I'll add a very small thing here without, okay, changing anything in my plan. As honorable as it may sound. Okay, such a family, okay, back on track. Such a family might not be able to afford, okay, we said be able to afford fresh fruits. Let's go with this one. Fresh fruits. Okay, if I don't explain this here, it's going to look odd. Okay, why did I mention fresh fruits? Because they are usually expensive. So that's an important part to mention here, which are highly nutrient. Okay, highly nutrient is important for my next part because I'm going to talk about what happens with children. Okay, so and expensive and highly nutrient and expensive. Okay, between commas. Okay, so it's an interrupting element most of the time. All right. They may also. All right. They may also. Okay. This is the school part. They may also not be able to send their children. Okay, I didn't use kids because, right, children is a better one for this essay. Children send their children to good schools. So where does this lead? Okay, this will lead to, okay, I didn't include this in the plan, but I feel like I have to put it here. This will lead to their children. This is an important part of it. Their children suffering from okay, let's go with a not only malnutrition, but also poor education. All right, okay, this will lead to their children suffering from not only malnutrition but also poor education. I don't see this in the plan, but I spotted this right here as I put my sentences one after the other. So I had to put this here. What would happen to children if they don't go to school, good schools, or if they don't get nutrient-rich foods, which are also expensive. So this little part, okay, and I'm just taking a look at it, the sentences around it. Okay, so it's not out of place. It fits perfectly. Okay, things like this happen from time to time. All right. Okay, the important thing is you follow your plan, and I have followed it, and I spotted this mistake here, and I just fixed it. All right. Moving on. Therefore, the paragraph conclusion. Therefore, many people consider a high salary to be the backbone. I like this word. Backbone of a balanced life. Okay, this is why some people put it first, more important than the other things. So is this repetitive? Is this body paragraph repetitive? Do we have repetition? I don't think so. Everything is in place. I followed my plan and everything was clear. So paragraph 1 is done. Body paragraph 1 is done. So let's go to our next body paragraph. And a lot of students ask me this question. Let me put it here. They say, okay, between paragraphs, do I need one empty line like this one, for example, or 2 empty lines like this one? Okay, my answer is 1 is enough. Okay, don't overthink it. Just 1 empty line is enough. As you can see, the introduction, here is the introduction. Okay, let me put the essay part not in the bold. Okay, so as you can see, my paragraphs are crystal clear. Okay, the reader is will know that, okay, this is one paragraph, this is another paragraph. Okay, I start with this one, so it is my introduction. So I start my second body paragraph. So I on the one hand, I started with that. A good paragraph transition would be on the other hand. All right, because I'm not talking about the same opinion. It is a different aspect of my opinion. So it has 2 sides. My opinion, my side has 2. My view is a balanced one, so it has 2 sides. On the other hand, a workplace with poor conditions or slim prospects for personal growth, Okay, what do I mean by poor condition, you might ask? Okay, if you you already know what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about employees smearing one another, giving each other bad name. Okay, is that workplace? Does that workplace have a good condition? No. So yeah. So I haven't just written something and not developed it. Poor conditions are going to be explained later on. For personal growth, let me see, a workplace with poor conditions or slim prospects for personal growth, I believe. Okay, I want to make my opinion clearer. All right, will harm the workers. I don't want to keep repeating employees or something like that. As much as a low-paying job, low-paying career. Let's go with low-paying job or career. Career choice. Career choice. Okay, better. Career choice does. Okay, it's the example. I go straight to example to clear things out. For instance, all right, the poor graduate. When a young and let's use enthusiastic. All right, it's a good one. Enthusiastic graduate joins a large firm, okay, in which the employees, okay, smear one another, giving each other bad names, bad reputation. For what? To gain. Okay, I'm talking about personal growth. So here, I also need to talk about why. Okay, for promotions. Okay, let's go with promotion. To gain advantage for promotion. she might choose to hide her talents. Okay, even though, let me start here, even though from time to time I add something small, all right, I follow my plan to the word, okay? So it's not that the plan is not effective. As you can see, I don't stop to think about a new point or support or something. As you can see, I'm just writing nonstop. That's because my plan is effective. I'm just taking a look at my plan. Ideas come to the surface of my mind and I just start writing. It's just a matter of coming up with the sentence structure. All right, she might choose to hide her talents in the hopes of, okay, the victim part, in the hopes of not becoming a victim of someone's, okay, we're not talking about murder here, so I need to be clear that a victim of a lie, something like that, a victim of someone's lies. All right, when you smear, okay, you usually lie. All right, so yeah, it's a good paraphrase or something. Okay, eventually, where does it lead? Eventually, despite earning a decent salary, okay, despite earning a decent salary, despite earning a decent salary, she will clinically depressed. She will become clinically depressed. Sadly, she will become clinically depressed. Why? Due to the frustration and stress. Due to the frustration and stress that her job causes for her. Yes, that her job causes. All right. However, okay, here is the opposite scenario. Okay, what would have happened if she had chosen a job, if she had prioritized, okay, if she had, how can I say, if job satisfaction was equally important to her. However, if she chooses, okay, it hasn't happened, so we can use this conditional structure. If she chooses a job with a decent salary, a decent salary and a cooperative environment, she will, again, not only, I have to use this one again, she will not only live a stress-free life, but also, right, yes, but also grow faster with all the help she receives from her colleagues. All right. Yes, and the conclusion. All right, let me think. Therefore, Job satisfaction. Job satisfaction is also needed. Okay, we can put it this way. Is also needed for a healthy and fulfilling. Okay, it's not a repetition because I'm using the using different forms of this word. Okay, fulfilling life. All right. Okay, the second body paragraph is also done. Now I only need conclusion. All right. In the conclusion, the conclusion is somehow a paraphrase of your thesis statement, or you can use the points you have mentioned in the body paragraph. The important thing is, the only thing you need to do is summarize your points and wrap it up. No new idea, no new support here. It's just a summary, a short summary. In conclusion, even though money is one of the requirements, okay, of a decent lifestyle. Okay, it's not repetitive. Okay, I haven't repeated my introduction. It's just a paraphrase of the thesis statement, so it's okay. Lifestyle, in my opinion, again, I need to be crystal clear. I need to show my position again clearly to the examiner. People should not sacrifice their mental health for it. Here I have used the points in my body paragraph. It's not in the thesis statement, but it's here. I can use it as long as it's not too detailed. As long as it's not too detailed and helps me wrap it up. And a job should provide both enough salary and how can I say? Okay, why do I write salary this way? Okay, I don't know. All right, salary and a friendly environment. Okay, that's it. And right now, okay, I only need a few minutes to just, okay, read through this task, read through this essay to just get rid of my dictation mistakes, spelling mistakes. All right. So, and as you can see, it's about 50 minutes. Okay. Yes, you should write your task in under 40 minutes, but as you remember, before I start, I explained things to you. In the middle of writing, I stopped to explain things to make more sense. And, thinking is faster than just, okay, explaining things. So I think coming up with this task while explaining things to you, while going through the steps and stuff like that, it's a good time. And if you just practice going through the steps, step number 1, fully understand the task, highlight the keywords. Step number 2, plan thoroughly so that you don't stop and think about your next idea. You just take a look at your plan and write your next sentence. Step 3 is drafting, writing the entire essay using your plan. don't change anything. You might need to add one or two small things while writing. That's okay, as long as you don't as long as it fits like a piece of a puzzle. But don't go outside your plan. Don't change ideas. Don't change major things in your plan. And step number 4 is just to read for a few minutes. Just read and find I'm sorry. Just read and find the spelling mistakes, grammatical mistakes, punctuation mistakes, and things like that. All right, our essay is complete, and I hope you guys the best. You can also find the links to our website and some other resources in the description of the video if you are watching this on YouTube. And also, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and don't forget to comment. See you in the next one.